Welcome to Sports Talk. Hey, how about them Saints? Who dat? You know it. My boys win again. Oh yeah, y'all know out there, I am a Saints diehard fan. So, I have my Saints sweatshirt I wear every week. It says Niecy Breezy on the back. So, hell yeah. Wow, what a game. What a crazy, crazy game. The Colts didn't show up. But Breeze did and broke records. Congrats, Drew Brees. You know it. Oh my God, what a game. We will get back to that. And for the most part, finally the officiating was halfway decent, which we will get to later. I have a lot to say about that. So let's get to some news and rumors going around. Of course, as y'all know, Josh Gordon is suspended indefinitely again. This is his fifth substance abuse violation. Number 5, he hasn't learned yet. I mean, he's been with the best team, so what is the issue? They've all tried to help him, and now he's suspended again from the Seahawks. Crazy. I don't understand why he's doing that. I really don't. I mean, this isn't the first time. Won't be the last, apparently, because he can't get it together. So, let's see. Unfortunately for the Saints, Suckling Hampton and is on injured reserve. But they free up a roster spot for the addition of Janoris Jenkins. He's off waivers. They claimed him from the New York Giants. So there you go. Hampton, he's a 6th-round pick this spring out of Rutgers. He appeared in 5 games for the Saints, with 1 tackle coming against the Colts Monday night. So, all right. Defensive tackle T.Y. McGill also cleared waivers. He was released by the Saints on Monday. Of course, the Patriots are 11-3, but I'm going to tell you something. I'm not sure they're going to even make it in the playoffs. They have been really not playing good. The defense won that game Sunday, not the offense. I don't know what's going on. Whether it's all the changes going on in there, I don't know. 3 of their players have been qualified for the Pro Bowl. None on the offense. What a surprise, right? The Pro Bowlers are cornerback, of course, Stephen Gilmore. What a beast. He is so awesome. Of course, linebacker Dante Hightower. He is sweet. And special team, of course, Matthew Slater. Despite the team's success this season, they've done it with the defense and special teams, of course. The Titans cut kicker Ryan Santoso earlier Tuesday. They kept Ryan Suckup. Suck-up. Yeah, you ain't kidding. It was made only one of 6 field goal tries, so there you go. What is with the kickers this year? That's been a real issue with pretty much every team from A to Z. Kickers are really hard to find. The Bears said they practically tried out the whole state of Illinois for kicking and couldn't find anybody, so there you go. The Titans are signing kicker Greg Joseph from the Panthers practice squad. So we shall see. Santoso had handled kickoff duties the past 3 games after signing with the team in November. The Titans are only 8 for 18 on field goal attempts this season. No team has finished the season with more missed field goals than made field goals since the 87 Vikings. Okay. The Ravens tied the Pro Bowl record with 12 players selected to the original list. Excuse me. Tight end Mark Andrews, snapper Morgan Cox, cornerback Marlon Humphrey, Mark Ingram, Lamar Jackson, Matt Judon, Marcus Peters, Patrick Ricard, Ronnie Staley, Earl Thomas, Justin Tucker, and Marshall Yanda. So, the Saints, of course, lead all NFC teams with 7 selections. Of course, quarterback Drew Brees. Oh, yeah. Michael Thomas, who is shit, let me tell you. Defensive end Cameron Jordan. Offensive tackle Terran Armstead. Deontay Harris, returner. He is dangerous. Cornerback Marshawn Lattimore. And Will Lutz, of course. The Chiefs have 6 selections for the second year in a row, while the Steelers and Eagles have 5 apiece. January 26th at 3 p.m. is the Pro Bowl. So there you go. So there is that. The Pro Bowl roster includes 6 quarterbacks, 3 for the NFC, 3 for the AFC. Let's see. The roster surely will change by the time the game is played, due either to teams making it to the Super Bowl or injury. But there are 6 quarterbacks who have made it to the original rosters. So, how about Nick Bosa? Ooh, gotta love him. I absolutely love that man. He is so great. Nick Bosa has played 91.1% of the team's defensive snaps over the past 3 games. And he's held up just fine. He hasn't been broken down or worn down by his increased workload. Bosa's playing more than the 49ers would like because of injuries on the defensive line. Defensive coordinator Robert Saleh acknowledged last week. Bosa missed most of the offseason with a hamstring, and high ankle sprain kept him out of preseason. But he has played every game this season, seeing action on 75% of the defensive snaps overall. Gotta love him. Nick Bosa, yeah. How about George Kittle, though? Oh, my God. Him and Kamara and all them. Wow. Can you imagine if you took these people and put them onto one team? Oh, my Lord. I can't even. That would be insane, crazy, wonderful, wouldn't it? Okay, yeah. Lots of stuff going on. Titans are first NFL team since 1987 to miss more field goals than they made. That's what I'm saying. What is with these kickers and stuff? I don't get it. That is totally insane. Question. Should the Cleveland Browns keep Freddie Kitchens or not? Should they get rid of him? He is not utilized. This is my personal opinion. I don't think he's utilizing the players he has, such as Jarvis Landry and Odell Beckham Jr., of course. He should be using them more. That is what they're there for. Okay, he needs to quit forcing Baker to go under center. He is a shotgun quarterback, okay? They need to stop it. Kitchens needs to stop it. He needs to quit doing the play calling too. He's got enough to do, and his choices sometimes are very, very questionable as far as that goes. I don't know. I think he needs to have sit down or quit calling the plays. Let the offensive coordinator do that. That's what they get paid for. Let them do it. Quit calling the plays. Be the coach. Quit calling the plays. Okay. He's just not utilizing them like he should. That's obvious. So, and I'm sorry to say, Denver, what did I tell you back at the beginning in preseason about Flacco? That was a total no-no. They let him go way too long. So I'm glad they, made the change there, really seriously. Poor Von Miller. What he said was about the Broncos, Von Miller on the Broncos, I'm tied here. There's nowhere else for me to go. He made a stir Sunday that was a post-game remark. that created the impression he's had enough of playing for the team that hasn't played in the postseason since Super Bowl 50. But he put the toothpaste back in the tube. I didn't mean for it to be like that, he said in the locker room. I'm just tied here. There's nowhere else for me to go. The reality is there are 31 other teams, and his 9-year tenure to Denver doesn't mean he's destined to spend the rest of his career there. He's only under contract for 2 more years with the Broncos, so you know, it would be hard for many of them to blame him for wanting to move on, too. So, it's like he's the only one playing sometimes, it seems like. And the frustration shows on his face. It really does. Crazy. Oh, trade rumor. Yeah, who's going to be coaching and who isn't? Trade rumors around the NFL. What is going on? Don't know. Colts signed Travis Vornkall and DT Roderick Young. Boy, those Ravens, though. Oh, my God. They're crazy good, right? Crazy good. Excuse me again. Okay. Trying to type in some stuff, too, to share. So bear with me here. There's 10 players most likely to be traded before today at 4 p.m. Jalen Ramsey, who is rather public and is desired to be traded from the Jaguars, was moved to the Rams. Emmanuel Sanders, who had been mentioned in trade rumors for more than a year as the Broncos faded away from contention, he was traded to the 49ers. The moves took a couple of intriguing trade targets off the market, but left several big names on the block. The common denominator in all of this for the players who are most likely to be traded in 2019 is their team struggle. It's no coincidence that players from the Falcons, Dolphins, Broncos, Bengals, and Redskins and Jets make up a majority of the list. Those teams were combined 5-35 record going into Week 8, which was sad. So lots of stuff going on. Of course, that was back in October, but there's still more. Let's see. Okay. It's kind of strange. Anybody see Urban Meyer at some of the games? That was kind of crazy. Oh, yeah. 10 NFL coaches who could be fired on Black Monday. Ooh. The Monday following NFL Week 17 has become known as Black Monday because the coaches are given a pink slip on that day. These Giants coach, Pat Shurmur, of course, and general manager Dave Gettleman could both be fired. Cowboys' failures versus NFL elite could finally spell doom for Jason Garrett. Jerry Jones. I think he picked him because he looked like him. I really do. He looks like his redheaded stepchild. My opinion, just my opinion. But yeah, not doing so well. So we shall see. A disconnect exists between Freddie Kitchens and Todd Monken. Ooh, yeah. I still say he either needs to be told to quit doing play calling or get fired, one of the two. The Washington Redskins showed head coach Jay Gruden the door after an 0-5 start. Eli Manning will end his New York Giants career and probably his playing days as a backup. They kept saying Sunday that it was probably his last game of the year. That's it, of his career. So we shall see. Andy Dalton and Marcus Mariota were placed atop depth charts. Asking questions about Cam Newton's future is no longer pessimistic following another physical setback that cost him all but 2 games this fall. Then there are the Dallas Cowboys. Will January finally be the month when Jerry Jones picks his next head coach? On November 13th, New York Jets owner Christopher Johnson informed reporters that head coach Adam Gase was safe. So there you go. Any questions about the Jets? He's fine. If the Jets drop games to the woeful Bengals and Dolphins en route, fans and radio personalities such as Evan Roberts could run Gase out of town. Jerry Jones may not view head coach Jason Garrett as a yes man, but the relationship between the two can be worthy only so much, assuming the franchise suffers another postseason defeat, if the team makes the playoffs at all. Big names such as Lincoln Riley and Urban Meyer have been linked with the club this fall. The Cowboys can use the franchise tag to retain the rights to quarterback Dak Prescott for another season. We shall see. Martin Fennelly of the Tampa Bay Times asked why Tampa Bay Buccaneers general manager Jason Licht was still employed by the organization. He looks no more better a leader or more capable of guiding the Bucs back to the Super Bowl. So, crazy. They're about done. The Bucs don't trust Jameis Winston. Are you kidding? He has been. He gets good, then he's very he's non-consistent for sure. So observers know what Winston is, and it isn't 4.5 season into his career. He's the occasional top-tier fantasy football quarterback, but he continues to turn the ball over at an alarming rate. Crazy. Winston led the NFL in interceptions with 14 heading into Week 11. It was crazy. None of Winston's numbers account for his multiple off-the-field incidents that led to analysts such as ESPN's Damian Woody saying the Bucs should cut the quarterback. Last summer, Washington Redskins assistant Bill Callahan probably didn't imagine he'd be given the keys to the team's roster as interim head coach. Callahan hitched his wagon to rookie quarterback Dwayne Haskins. Of course he did. Excuse me. Haskins dramatically improving and winning multiple games for the Redskins. Maybe the only way he remains with the franchise past this year. Crazy, Patch. Okay, it lost a connection there for a minute, so sorry. We're talking about New York Giants fans that stopped caring about how Pat Shurmur helped develop Case Keenum and Nick Foles into championship caliber quarterbacks. Yeah, they're tired of hearing that. In 59 games as a head coach, he accumulated a record of 17-42. Ouch. New York's roster is lousy. Shurmur starting Daniel Jones, a rookie quarterback, who has Rookie of the Year touchdown numbers, but puts the ball on the ground at least once a game, as we've seen. Running back Saquon Barkley isn't 100% off his ankle injury. So he's probably going to be looking for a job. Dan Quinn of the Falcons. But the Falcons are really fighting for Quinn to stay. So we shall see. Atlanta players responded by notching a shocking 26-9 victory over the Saints in Week 10. That wouldn't happen again. But anyway, I bet it won't be enough to save Quinn past December 30th and Black Monday. We shall see. The Falcons GM, Thomas Dimitroff, deserves credit for drafting Matt Ryan, Julio Jones, Austin Hooper, and others who helped them. But I don't know. Expensive contract. Zach Taylor. Of course, franchises hate to fire first-year coaches. It's an admission of defeat, of course, as we know. After the Bengals suffered a humiliating 49-13 loss to the Ravens, Bengals head coach Zach Taylor came under fire, of course. Of course, the winless Bengals put up a little fight. Where's the desire to play for a leader? Andy Dalton's days with the Bengals are numbered also, as we could see. He's been done, if you ask me. Even the Miami Dolphins won 2 of their first 9 games. Of course, Miami is tanking. Taylor's job should be in jeopardy. The Bengals will probably end the campaign with the league's worst record. Josh Allen is up also on the chopping block. The Buffalo Bills want to end up like the Bears, a team ready to contend. That would probably own better than a 6-3 mark. Josh Allen can make plays with his arms and legs, and he's tallied 34 total touchdowns. Allen's deep ball inaccuracies and lack of touch remain issues, of course. I don't know. It could be. I don't know. Cam Newton, among other players, may become available next March, so the Bills are ready to win now. Josh Allen needs to show up, so we shall see. Bob Quinn, of course, as the Detroit Lions. They have regressed under his care. It's kind of crazy. I think we're going to see quite a bit. Matt Patricia, his job might be on the line then. Okay. And of course, with the Seahawks, we have Josh Gordon again. His tumultuous history is well documented. The wide receivers seemed to find new life with the Patriots, but they released him. He once possessed Hall of Fame talent late October, even though Gordon insisted he was healthy and able to play. Of course, the Seahawks grabbed him up on the cheap, and he was in Seattle's lineup for the team's memorable Monday Night Football winner, the 49ers, in November. One more failed drug test or off-the-field matter will likely result in his termination. And guess what? Of course, number 5. He knew that it was coming. Come on. Let's see. Some of the NFL quarterback market is loaded, but are there enough destinations? The fate of Cam Newton, Jameis Winston, Marcus Mariota, and potentially other is somewhat dependent on still shifting aspects of the quarterback market. Cam Newton reportedly had foot surgery, hopes to be healthy by spring. Bruce Arians will not commit to Jameis Winston as Bucs quarterback next year. Titans are discussing long-term contract for resurgent quarterback Ryan Tannehill. Of course, there's shots in Nashville taking shots at Marcus Mariota. How about the Bozos, the greatest siblings in NFL history, of course. They have come the latest standout sibling tandem. They are great. They are great. I love those two. They're great. How about Lamar Jackson as MVP? He is having... they are just off and running. He is crazy good. The offense is just something insane. He has just been crazy out there. So, what about the Steelers? They call him Duck. I don't know. I didn't want to talk about the Steelers. Hodges. They call him Duck Hodges. Duck. So, I don't know. Kyler Murray, he's not doing so well. Everybody had bigger plans for him. I think they expected definitely more out of him when they got him, and they haven't gotten him. So, what do you think about Drew Lock? Like I said, I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but I told everybody back in preseason about Flacco. It's a has-been. He was done. None. And he is. He's just Andy Dalton. Flacco. Some of them, they're done. Excuse me. Let's see. Let's see what's going on here. Let's see. Weeks up. Bucks can't seem to catch a break. They lost Mike Evans in Week 14 to a hamstring, and now Chris Godwin and Scotty Miller had early exits Sunday due to hamstring injuries. And Bruce Arians stated that Godwin's hamstring injury does not look good. Major injury to monitor is Dalvin Cook. He re-injured that shoulder. It did not look good when they took him off the field. So that's going on. We also have, there's a bunch, it's crazy. Zach Allen, Arizona, neck. Let's see, Atlanta's got a lot of them out. Michael Bennett, ankle. Of course, the Baltimore Ravens are missing Ronnie Stanley with a concussion. Pernell McPhee, triceps. Taven Young, neck. Tony Jefferson, knee. Yep. So those are they're out for the Ravens. Buffalo, lot of them. Knees, quad. Tyrell Dotson, suspended. Ouch. Joseph, shoulder. Lots of crazy ones. Concussions. Carolina, Marquise Haynes, knee. Greg Little, Dentari Poe, Greg Van Routen. Cam Newton, foot. Danny Trevathan, elbow on the Bears. Taylor Gabriel, concussion. Ray Robertson Harris, foot. Another concussion. Raquan Smith, pec. Adam Shaheen, foot. This is all Chicago. Trey Burton, calf. Kyle Long, hip. Akeem Hicks, elbow. AJ Green, ankle. AJ Green, sorry, he's Cincinnati. Sorry, it changed on me. Cincinnati, it doesn't matter. Really, Dallas. Psh. Denver, a lot of guys are out with Kareem Jackson is suspended. So we shall check on that. So, lot of Green Bay. What about Green Bay? Wow. A couple of weeks ago, I was watching them play, and it just seemed like Aaron Rodgers was so disinterested. Frustrated or what, I don't know. But it just seemed like he was just not the you know how I always do, no huddle, and it's everybody hurry up, get up there. There was no rush for anything. They might have been able to do something, but they didn't. It was kind of crazy. I don't know. Does anybody else see that with him? Chiefs, they have a few guys out. Chargers, but there's quite a few injuries. And like I said, what about those kickers? What is the deal this year with that? Just freaking crazy. Let's talk about some of these suspended players. Kind of crazy. Let me get. I have to get something else done first. Hang on. I have to kind of. Why does it keep doing that? Stop it. Okay. I need to post in Spreaker, so yes, we are on Spreaker, KBLP LLC. You can look that up on the Spreaker app. Look in the KBLP LLC link on Facebook. As soon as I get it on there, that is. I'm getting it now. I have to. When I don't play music beforehand, I always forget to do this. So give me a second here. So Denver, are you happy with the choice now? I hope. I really do, because I told you Flacco was done, and I hate to be right in that. I really do. I hate it, but I knew that was coming. I really did. And I'm sorry to say it came to fruition. So, anywho, sorry about that. But, can't change it. Can't change it. Unfortunately, they are now. Hopefully, I think it'll be better. Excuse me. Gosh darn it. I'm getting over a cold again, of course. Typing here. Maybe, if I can. Will. Typing. I hope everybody getting ready for Christmas. Crazy. Oh my God. Coming up so quick. Hope everybody's got most of their stuff done. I have to send some stuff out tomorrow, you know who you are, and should be there Friday or Saturday. My big thing this year, it has been totally crazy. I am so done with this officiating. Are you freaking kidding me? I am over these officials. A couple of weeks ago when the Saints played. Are you kidding? No, it wasn't pass interference, but it was holding. He had his jersey up around his neck, for crying out loud. You know, they make millions, okay? Roger Goodell needs to have a full-time officiating crew for these for the games. Every other sporting event does. Why can't the NFL have it? It's totally ridiculous. The Saints would have won a couple of weeks ago, except for the fact they fumbled. Not the Saints. I'll look it up. And they were running it back for a touchdown. The Saints got it, and they blew it dead. They are supposed to let the play run out, then decide what happens after that. But now they blew it dead. They had a clear field for it, and they ruled it a fumble then. Get it together. Honestly, there's several officiating crews out there that totally suck. You shouldn't even be allowed on the field, if you ask me. Thank God this weekend wasn't too awful bad. But it's kind of late for that now. If you don't know what you're doing, don't be getting on there. And if this is the case, they need to be trained a whole hell of a lot more than they have been. And if the NFL is football is the only sport where they don't have, they have it in basketball, they have it in baseball. What's the deal, Goodell? Personally, I can't wait till this dude steps down. He sucks. His decision making is either way too quick or he takes for freaking forever because he doesn't want to discuss it. So he just, doesn't do anything about it till like months later. Or he hands out punishments or whatever. Boom, that's it. Like the Browns game. Okay. Rudolph, had as much in that. It was the Steelers-Browns game, as we all know. And Myles Garrett got the brunt of that. Okay, Rudolph was trying to get up off of Rudolph, but he was holding his face mask. He wouldn't let him up. Yes, he tried to change his voice like 3 times. Granted, Garrett got mad. Yeah, there was supposedly a racial slur. Of course, the Steelers are going to deny it. We couldn't hear it. That's beside the point. All 3 players should have gotten. That was Pouncey, Garrett, and Rudolph should have been punished the same. I think there's, we're going to make an example out of you type thing going on, and it needs to stop. Either do it equally or, just leave it alone. You're ridiculous. Goodell, you need to wake up there. You drive me crazy. You really do. I'm just done with it. This officiating this year. It just makes me sick. Now, this past weekend wasn't too bad. They still got a few wrong. I don't know if they're trying to establish dominance on the field or what these officials are doing, but it is freaking ridiculous. Yeah, that one game, I was ready to throw something at the TV. I was so disgusted with the officiating. How do y'all feel about that out there? What do you think of the officiating this year? It was really, really bad. Oh my God. Oh God, just crazy. Okay, typing. And of course, despite all that, the Saints are winning. You go, who dat? I am part of that Who Dat Nation and proud of it. So, I just love that team. They're great. People go on, a lot of people say, even Booker McFarland on the football, one of the commentators, Brady is still the best quarterback in NFL history. No, he's not. I think Drew Brees is, and he's proving it out there. He is just so awesome. He's such an underrated quarterback. He always has been. But look at his numbers and look at the team. Granted, yeah, but I think they have a tougher division than the Patriots do. That's just my opinion. But despite all that, yep, we'll go into the division standings in a bit. So what do y'all think about the officiating? I think that we need to push for, full-time officiating crews. That's all there is to that. They can constantly keep up with changes and rules. I don't think they even know what the rules are half the time. I swear to God. Some of these I've never even heard of. And then they take freaking 10 minutes to have a discussion out there. And even the commentators are like, were they having a meeting? What's going on here? Because they take freaking forever. So, I don't know. Something has got to change, though. There is no doubt there. I just don't know the answer. To me, that would be the answer, is to get full-time officials out there. So, oh, God, it's just so frustrating to watch sometimes. It's like, really? That was blatant. How could you not call that? But they'll call something stupid, like to make up for it on the next play. It's like, People, just stop. Just stop. I just don't know. I want to slap the crap out of them is what I want to do. So anyway, yeah, that's it is. It's very frustrating. I don't even know. He's not addressing the issues like he should be. I guess I should say that's Goodell for me. That's for sure. He's just. I just want to smack the crap out of him. Okay, let me share this. And I will focus on you then, totally. Trying to get it done so I don't forget. Be right there. Okay. Yeah, I think there needs to be a push for there needs to be a push for that, seriously. So got that done. So let's talk a little about the Saints and the records he's broken. He's ahead of Brady now. What a day. I mean, it was like flawless playing. It was totally fantastic. Wow. He had a 96.7 quarterback rating. Who does that? Michael Thomas sets, it's just crazy. Let me get this here. Excuse me. Bree said after the game that one incompletion will haunt him for a little while. Well, yeah, you kind of want to take it back, but it wasn't all his fault. But he was 29 out of 30. Oh my God. Totally insane. You gotta love it. Oh, God. Monday Night Football, he shines. Career passing TDs. He has 141. He passed Peyton Manning. He had 39. Brees became the all-time leader in passing touchdowns. So Michael Thomas set a team record by catching more than 125 passes in a single season. You rock. Oh, crazy. It was just almost the perfect game for Breeze. It really was. There's no other way to say it than to say the Colts walked face first into a buzzsaw. And they were soundly beaten, obviously. 34-7. There couldn't have possibly been any more motivation that could have hurled the Saints away from Monday Night Football. They needed to bounce back from a loss on their own field to the 49ers last week. That was an excellent game. They were two perfectly matched teams, and both teams played their butts off. There is no doubt. The 49ers won by 2, but that could have been different. There were some spotty calls in there, again, and that's what ticks me off. But I still say that both teams were pretty evenly matched. They both played a hell of a game. Okay, who the hell puts 46 points up on a board and loses? Seriously, both quarterbacks were amazing. So that was an amazing game. Absolutely loved it. Okay, but anyway, that kind of pushed them out of the number one spot. They could get that back, though, in the NFC, and also have a chance for both Drew Brees and Michael Thomas to make history. Yes. And so, unfortunately for the Colts, all of those things occurred on what was nothing short of a perfect evening for Brees and Thomas and the entire Saints organization. That was about as a perfect game as you can get for him. surpassing Peyton Manning in the process, landing a fun reaction from Tom Brady afterwards, which was great. All these guys are just, yes, what an amazing achievement. And of course, Michael Thomas, too. He is a beast, man. Those guys can catch. I swear he had a magnet, just that ball went right to him. Entering the game with a 6-7 record and clinging to dear life for a shot at a wild card, the Colts were outclassed and outmotivated from as soon as they stepped onto the field for the coin toss. Jacoby Brissett looked terrible. Maybe it was nerves. I don't know. Marlon Mack was made a non-factor, and the Indy defense had no answer for anything. The Colts managed to score only one touchdown. If they never got off the bus in the first place, and that didn't even occur until they were down 34-zip with only 4 minutes to play. Ouch, that hurt. Week 15 is in the books. There's a lot to go over, including a record-breaking night for Drew Brees. Crazy. They were surgical, both offensively and defensively. At one point, he completed 21 or 22 consecutive passes, and of course ended, it was 29 out of 30. 307 yards and 4 touchdowns. Oh my God, who does that? It was just about a perfect game. 96.7, so he broke that record. So crazy. Thomas inhaled every pass thrown his way. He caught all 12 of his targets for 128 yards. It's also important to note Thomas had those numbers in the third quarter and could have easily probably put up 200-plus yards if he had been allowed to by Sean Payton. But that's okay. Don't wear him out. It wasn't an eye-popping night for Alvin Kamara, but it's okay. And, of course, their defense nearly pitched a shutout. So, there you go. I mean, it was just a perfect night for Drew Brees. So proud of you. Yes, my boys win. Crazy. Unfortunately, the Colts just did show up last night. Mentally, in their play, Brissett made a couple of elite passes early, but he was throwing way over their heads. They just weren't on the same page. So I don't know. I'm sure they'll get it together. I have to admit, Brissett looked like he was a bundle of nerves. Maybe it was just overwhelming being in that stadium. It is for a lot of people. Crazy. It was crazy. Brees makes history. Oh, in his eyes, he was about crying. Oh, I wanted to cry for him. It was great. It's just crazy. They were breaking records left and right over there. They played the Titans next. The Colts will lick their wounds and host the Carolina Panthers this week. What a night last night. I thoroughly enjoyed the game for a change. I thoroughly enjoyed it. Last week, too, when they played the 49ers, it could have went either way. I love the 49ers are great. So, there you go. But 2 points, who? Two teams in the world could put up 48 and 46 points. Unbelievable. But Saints, yes, it was momentous. It was just fantastic. Crazy. Love that game. That was such a just amazing game. Okay. They couldn't have played more perfect football than they did. Let's see the division standings. And here's a question for you. Should one of the head coaches brought up, I think it was Gase, brought up, should there be divisions, or should there not be? Should just the top teams play, or should the divisions stand as they are, so it gives each division their best teams, whether they're 5 and 6, 6 and 7, whatever it is, at the end? I'm just saying, for example. And let them play, because you know what they say, any given Sunday, right? Could be spoilers. So should the division stand, each division, or should they just go with the top teams, period? What do y'all think? What do you think about that? Okay, while you're thinking about that, we'll go into the division and the standings. AFC East, of course, the Patriots and the Bills. The Bills are right behind them, though. And then we have the two that they're just gone, Jets and Dolphins, of course. So we got the Patriots and the Bills. AFC West, of course, the Chiefs, the Raiders, Broncos, and then the Chargers are kind of tied for last place there. Chiefs, of course. AFC North, Ravens, Steelers, Browns. I don't know. Steelers, I don't know. We shall see. We shall see. So, the Ravens are just knocking that division out. AFC South. Yeah, see, the AFC with the Patriots, they're getting tired of them winning. I don't know if they're going to make it this year, even with 11-3. Well, more so now. But the offense they've got to get it together, or they're going to be sorry. But then the Bills, and you have the Jets and the Dolphins. That's a weak division there. Anyway, AFC South. What did I miss? AFC West, East, West. Oh, it's the AFC. Okay. AFC South, of course, the Texans, Titans, Colts, and Jags. So, because the Texans are 9-5, they should be head of their division and let the Bills play instead. They're 10-4 as a top team. See, I don't know. I don't think that's quite fair to some of the weaker, divisions, but we shall see. The NFC East, Cowboys and Eagles are tied, right now, okay. That is up as of 7-7. No, they're a week behind yet. That's not updated. But anyway, Cowboys at 7-7 were on top of the division. But it's their division. That's a weak division. And I guess that's just how it goes. But Gase wants to get rid of these divisions. NFC West, of course, the Seahawks and 49ers are battling out for the top seed. Then you have the Rams and Cardinals. That's a tough division there. Rams are, not that far out. NFC North, of course, you have the Packers and the Vikings. So crazy there, too. Packers and the Vikings, and they play Monday night. That should be a good game there. NFC South, of course, the Saints, the Bucks are 4 games behind, so the Saints basically have that locked up in the South. Oh God, what a game. They're now 12-3, so you rock. So those are your contenders for this year. Let me know what you think about that. Gase brought it up about that. Should there be divisions or not? It doesn't seem to have much support on that. Okay. Let's go to some picks. Okay. Of course, we have Saturday games, which is great. Weekend of football. I'm in heaven. So, yeah, I'm excited. Okay, well, shoot, where was I? Yeah, we know. Gosh darn it. Okay, here we go. Thought I lost it. I couldn't find it. All right. Of course, Saturday. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. 3 games. Texans, Buccaneers. Oh, so crazy. A lot of these teams are evenly matched, so it's a little crazy. I'm going to go with the Texans. They look tough. So, write this down. Texans. I pick the Texans. Bills and Patriots? I don't know. They're close. And the offense has not been playing that well. I'm going to go against my better judgment. I'm going to go with the Bills, not the Patriots. This is Saturday. And the Rams and 49ers. I'm going to pick the 49ers over the Rams, of course. Jimmy Garoppolo is like the shit right now. Okay. Sunday, Steelers and Jets. That's a gimme game. Saints and Titans. My boys are going to win again. Saints. Panthers and Colts. I think the Panthers could upset the Colts. We're not going to even go to Bengals Dolphins. That's a runaway game. That's not even in the equation. Falcons Jags. I think the Falcons are going to win that. Giants, Redskins. I'm not going to go there either. Seahawks against the Cardinals. It should be the Seahawks. Chiefs and Bears. Ooh, that's going to be a good game. I just think I'm going to go with the Bears on that one just because I can. So, that is Monday night. Packers, Vikings. Pack. Not by many, but I think the Pack is going to win. So, we shall see how I do next week. I want to go into a couple more things. Okay. Okay. Let's see if I get what I want here. I will be doing. See, Monday's Plant Baby. I probably will. I don't know. That's. I don't know. No, that's not. No, again, they did it again to me. So hang on. Let's see if doing it that way works. Okay. That works a little better. Dang. Stop it. Okay. Kareem Jackson with Denver. He's suspended 2 games. Personal conduct. Josh Gordon, of course, he's suspended indefinitely with the Seahawks. Like $238,000 worth of fines again. A lot of fines. Simeon Thomas for Washington, cornerback. Again, like Josh Gordon, substance abuse. He's suspended 4 games. Breland Speaks of Kansas City, substance abuse, 4 games. There's a lot of fines. Michael Davis of the Chargers, substance abuse. Every single one of these so far. Seriously, come on. A lot of players were fined for hits, but, Max McCaffrey, San Francisco, 10 games, suspended. Substance abuse. Forfeits. 10 games. That's insane. That's as bad as Myles Garrett. It really is. Wow, that's crazy. 10 games. Whew, that's a lot of games. Okay. A lot of them are fined, but Max McCaffrey, PEDs, 10 games. San Francisco. He's a wide receiver. Ouch. Michael Davis, Chargers, substance abuse, 2 games. Now, see, Myles Garrett, it just says fined $45,000, roughing the passer against Mason Rudolph, Pittsburgh. It doesn't say how many games. This is as of week 15. So I don't know what's going on with him. I think it was a little much, considering roughing the passer. Mason Rudolph also got fined for that little skirmish, $50,000. Good, he should have. And Tomlin benched him, and I got to put out there, I was very impressed by Tomlin and Kitchens. The 2 coaches did handle it very well. Neither one of them said it. They would not comment. They would not do anything. It was their own business. So, kudos to those 2 coaches that week, okay? Very good. Denzel Ward got it, too. He got fined for entering to skirmish. Okay, whatever. Anyway, a lot of Pittsburgh players, too, got fined for that, too. Excuse me. Okay. Any other games? Yes. Antonio Callaway. Cleveland. Oh, way to go, dummy. 10 games. Substance abuse. Okay, Myles Garrett, 6 games. Okay, 6 games, so he's all right. It's not indefinite. It is 6 games, guys. Better than 10, like a couple of them. Holy cow. But that's for substance abuse. 10 games. Now, these guys know they're going to get caught. So why are they doing it? I don't understand this. I don't understand what they do not get with this substance abuse thing. I really don't. Apparently, Josh Gordon is the only one who hasn't learned the lesson. Any other? Miami, Robert Nikemedish, 2 games, and it's not saying why. Ooh. A lot of fines. These guys make money. Miami, Mark Walton, personal conduct and substance abuse, 4 games, Miami. Alex Collins, personal conduct, Baltimore Ravens, 3 games. Ooh. A lot of it's personal conduct and different things, so a lot of it's substance abuse. Terry Beckner Jr., Tampa Bay, 4 games, PEDs. Cordy Glenn, Cincinnati, 1 game. Conduct detrimental to the team. Good. Clay Matthews, he's great. The Rams, verbally abusing the officials. He got fined for that. Well, good for you, whatever. Now, this is really ticking me off. Odell Beckham Jr., twice, 2 different incidences. One, he had they made him change his tinted visor. However, I have seen in other games other players with tinted visors. So what is the problem here? I don't understand it. It really irks me. And because his pants were long enough to meet his socks. Are you kidding me? What the freaking hell is that? That really, frosts my butt here. It really does. It's like, how stupid. Other players wear that tinted visor. Are you kidding me? Wow, this is what I mean about these damn officials. Just crazy stuff. It's like, wow, back off there, son. Isaiah Seawright, New York Giants, 4 games suspended PEDs. Oh, Vontaze Burfict, 12 games suspension. Targeting against Indianapolis. Ooh, ouch. He's on the Raiders. 12 games suspension. So 6 games is not so bad, I guess, for Myles Garrett. Okay. So some of these are, let's see. Tyrell Dodson, personal conduct, Buffalo, 6 games. Nathan Shepard, PEDs, Jets, 6 games. Cincinnati, Rod Taylor, undisclosed, 4 games. Antonio Brown, of course, he was fined for conduct detrimental to the team. Seriously, yeah. Lance Kendrick, substance abuse. 1 game, New England, must have been his first one. Brandon Copeland, Jets, 4 games, PEDs. 2 games, 4 games. Antonio Callaway, I think we went to that. I'm not sure. There's a lot here. We have Kansas City, Jets, Tennessee, Minnesota, Seahawks, personal conduct and substance abuses. Another 10-game suspension. Rashard Robinson, Jets, 10 games, substance abuse. 4 games. Jeez, oh, Pete's. Golden Tate, Giants, 4 games, PEDs. Aaron Neary, the Rams, 4 games, substance abuse. A couple of them are under Benjamin Watson, New England, 4 games, PEDs. Patrick Peterson, Arizona, 6 games, PEDs. Azim Victor, Seahawks, 10 games, substance abuse. Holton Hill, Minnesota, 4 games, PEDs. 8 games. Kareem Hunt, of course, for Cleveland. Domestic violence, which is, of course, Antonio Brown saying, which he is still trying to get back on a team. Oh, my God, seriously? That man, he's nuts. He's nuts. I think he's crazy. I really do. He's crazy. What about that Kaepernick thing, Colin Kaepernick? You're done, boy. The first year he played with the 49ers, he looked good. He looked fit. He played excellent until he got hurt. What the hell happened to him in the offseason? He comes back. He looks like a child, a poster child for, some backwards country or village. He looked horrible. He lost so much weight. I think, I'm not sure what happened to him. Personally, I think he got addicted to the pain meds. Excuse me. I don't know, but he came back. He was a totally different person. Totally changed. It's like, what happened to Colin? What'd you do with him? Where did he go? What did you do with him? It was totally insane when he came back. Now he did a weekend thing, but then he changed it. I don't know what is up with it. I think he's nuts too. Him and Antonio Brown, crazy. Wow. I don't know. That's just, they're doing crazy things. I think you gave up your, thing for football when you did what you did. I don't know. You both are nuts. So a lot of violations there for everybody. Enough to go around to everybody. But the biggest game, I think, was the Saints game last night. Amazing. Totally freaking amazing. I am so happy, my Saints. Oh, yeah. Okay, so brought you up to date on stuff. Opinions, okay? I need your guys' opinions. You can get a hold of me on KBLP LLC Facebook page. KBLP LLC 4 on YouTube. The two things, what should be done about the officiating, and by the Coach Gase, he wants to get rid of divisions. Okay. Should we or shouldn't we? No, I don't think so. That's my answer for that. Gave you my picks. Sounded off about the officials again. Oh, God. I want to reach out and touch them. Believe me. I have my own little foul thing I use, and I throw it, man, because I wish it was heavier. I wish it was a rock. I'd like to beat it into somebody. But anyway, okay, that should get you caught up. Go Broncos. I know they're trying. Poor Von Miller. He has no help. There's no help there. Finally, maybe they'll have a decent quarterback and get rid of Flacco. Andy Dalton, and of course all the coaching changes. Let me know what you think about Black Monday. Who's staying? Who's going? Okay. We'll know more in the next few weeks, won't we? We went through the standings. I think we're all caught up on everything. So, have a great week. Take time for yourself this holiday season. You need it. Sit back. Watch a Christmas movie. Watch The Grinch. Watch, It's a Wonderful Life. Watch Christmas Story. Whatever. Watch something. Sit back with some coffee, hot cocoa, a drink, whatever tickles your fancy there. Kick back and relax. Everybody thinks, a lot of us gals, we get it put together, but we need time too. Everybody needs a little unwind time. So please do that. Okay. All right. I'm done for the night. Done carrying on, I suppose. I know you guys hate that. I know. Sorry, but I'm going to do it anyway. So there. So take it easy this week. Be careful out there, okay? People in snow, it's like, I forgot how to drive. So don't be the one who does that, okay? Be careful out there. Stay safe. Stay warm. Crazy cold coming in again. But then it's going to warm up. So we'll see. I was excited for snow, but we shall see. All right. Tomorrow is what? Wednesday. Oh, Planet Walking Dead is on with myself and Michelle. So please join us for that. Okay. Have a great night, everybody. Peace out, y'all. Who dat?